Go. Going live. Everything. Make sure all the audio looks good. Mine's being picked up. Cool. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Legacy of Mythal campaign. So, last week, the Council of Metallic Dragons agreed to join the Alliance and help fight their evil brethren. And with only one simple request that would greatly help the attacking forces. They also gave the heroes several special gifts to help them in the coming battles, including an ancient book to help with the research on the summoning ritual. Then Alamir opened a teleportation circle, and the party traveled back to Waterdeep, and found themselves trapped in a wall of force, with Junlock taunting them about getting past him to a portal home, and a red wizard finishing a ritual on the other side. Alamir hit the wall of force with Disintegrate and dropped it, but no one else had time to act before the ritual completed, and they were gated away to a hot, desolate, and barren wasteland. Avernus, the first level of hell. Tiamat forced her way into their shielded minds and told them she would see them soon, promising death. Alamir could see her temple off to the north, and they knew she was coming for them. They spent a little time talking to a horned devil who sat waiting for them, and rejected on all counts the contract he offered in the name of his master Asmodeus. The offer was to get them home safely, but demanded an unnamed item from Tiamat's hoard. To travel quickly and safely through the dangers of the land, Alamir cast haste on Spot, and he carried the rest of the group within the portable hole, opening it twice to let them breathe. A mile away from Junlock in a portal home, Alamir cast invisibility on Spot, who traveled and then opened the portable hole on the plateau next to the portal and behind two groups of red dragon spawn. Junlock was on a separate plateau, and Spot appeared next to him. But Junlock could see him and began a terrible assault, dropping Spot completely within 2 rounds of longsword attacks. He then thrust one final time into Spot's unconscious body before moving away. And as that fierce combat played out, Jinkin mesmerized the 3 red dragon spawn spellcasters, and Luna cast Sleet Storm to severely slow the remaining 6 dragon spawn. And that is where we pick back up with Alamir next to go.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get right in the middle of this thing, and I'm going to, do you want an investigation? Do you want an arcana? I am going to spend my turn seeing if I can figure this thing out.
There are runes, Arcana would probably be your best bet.
Sure you don't want to make it perception?
You want me to make it survival?
You perceive your dead friend across the way.
We could do an athletics check. How's that sound?
No, I'm good. I'll do a arcana. Maybe if it ever comes across. There we go.
Whoa!
I just broke it.
That is perfect. You are looking. So the first thing, even though you can, you have a good understanding of the symbols, but they don't make immediate sense to you. I mean, they are in Infernal, but you can do Infernal.
Since you're within 30 feet of
Zim, I can comprehend it.
Correct. You don't speak.
Sorry, what were you saying, Luna?
Since you're within 30 feet of Zimd, you get +4.
You have to be within 10 feet.
And that's only on saves, not ability checks.
I was trying.
And it's a 1 anyway. Well, it's ability check, so you can't fail. But 11 is...
I just didn't comprehend it. But I can read it, and I can comprehend it. I just can't put it together.
So at this point, you're perusing, you're looking, seeing the array, much like all the various combinations and options on a Stargate.
Can I just try 1, 2, 3, 4?
You can certainly try just a random combination if you'd like.
No, the most common lock to a luggage.
So that's where you're at. You're looking them over. They aren't immediately making sense to you.
Gotcha.
But you do know that the runes, without even doing well. You do know that the runes are the key to figuring this out.
Okay.
All
Do
right.
I have a feeling that if I spend more time, I will be able to figure this out, or do I need to go get Doohickey over here to do something?
So
What do I feel? I mean,
you feel you could figure it out eventually. Obviously,
Okay.
if you had someone helping you who was also proficient in Arcana, that might help speed it up, improve the
So-
chances.
that would probably be, I'm guessing, Jinx. But
That would be the only person that you know who is proficient.
so I will, so I'll yell at Jinx. I might need you over here if you have time.
And that brings us to Jinx. Your turn, sir.
Okay. Oh, Comet ran away. I run over to Alamir. First of all, I pat him, I'll give him inspiration so he has bonus on his spell pierce checks, and then I will assist him.
Now,
Okay.
since I've already gone, can I assist him?
No, it would have to be coordinated. I would. So if you wanted to do that, I would let you use your reaction to assist him on a check.
Okay.
If Jinx
Wants to at least
wants
look
to
at it.
try that.
Yeah, I can check, because obviously he said he didn't unlock, I can check, but you do want to give him inspiration, so when he takes it,
Right.
he can have a bonus if he wants to.
So do you need me to roll Arcana to see if I give him
Nope.
the advantage, or just let him go?
Nope. He gets advantage.
Okay. Now watch you get the critical.
Nope.
Sure. He figures it out.
So Jinkin, you look over you. So here's the thing: is do you speak Infernal?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Yep, I speak
Wow.
Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Excellent. Wait, let's make sure.
Just for this.
Yep, apparently. Usually I grab Primordial, so I mean,
What speaks primordial?
elementals.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I just checking. It seems to.
Alice, can you speak to a rock?
So
Speak
Jinkin, you run over there. And with Alamir pointing out what he believes to be some of the key runes, you're able to also look at them, and you put a connection together between two of the runes on the left and one on the right, as being key activation runes for the portal. What you're still missing though is you figure out enough of it to realize that there is a rune or combination of runes that point the portal to the prime material plane. And without that, you would just be randomly portaling to who knows where. So you have enough information to use the portal. You're just not sure where you would go.
We point greed and gluttony in the same direction. That's pretty much prime material. I get it. Okay.
All right.
Alamir, and point at this guy going, oh, he doesn't get a turn, I guess.
Nope. And so they are still
Neither
mesmerized
does he.
by you. And so Luna, it is your turn.
All right. While I'm still holding concentration, I'm going to bring out a special device and blow it. The bronze horn.
Why do you gotta
arrow.
blow the
I'll hear
fighter
about
ready?
that.
I didn't make myself real for it.
So let me figure out how many of these warriors I need. I need 11 of them. And that's within how many feet? Was it 60 feet? think it's 60 feet.
It's within 60 feet of you.
Yep. And he's definitely in 60 feet. So I want them
Yeah, you can surround him.
surrounding him.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do. Let's just do this. I think this should work.
And I am telling them to attack him.
So you pulled 11 of them, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. And they go rushing in and surround him. They're going to surround as much as they can and everyone around there. So that is, and that's close enough that they can all. So every single one of them can get an attack. So the warrior spirits appear, surround as much as they can, Junlock. And they use the statistics of a berserker.
I think they make the advantage, don't they? Well, they're going to, because they're surrounding two.
Yes, they are. All right, let me just do that.
I've been wanting to use that for a while now.
It's a good time to use it.
Put this in the GMPCs. Okay, so they're all going to attack. Go ahead and do a slash R space 11d20.
Question. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you having them reckless? Although they don't need to. Although, well,
They already have advantage. Right.
they already do.
So
do
do
it again. So now do it again. But this is the only. We need to do it twice anyway, just to match up the. I guess we could have done every two in a row. But good point. I wasn't thinking of that up front.
So it's slash R11d20, right?
Yep. Okay. So the first attack misses, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and seventh hit. So 14 and above hit. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them hit. So go ahead and roll 5d12s because these are great axes. So you should just be able to go to the dicer and just pick 5d12s. And it's going to be this number plus 15. So 42 points of damage total they do to Junlock.
Not bad.
No, that's really good. And that is enough to bloody him. Is enough indeed to bloody him. All right.
I've done everything I could while I'm holding concentration.
And are you staying where you're at?
Let's see here. Let me see. I'm moving right over there.
Okay. All right. Zim, your turn.
All right, I will move. And I will cast, even though I'm 99% sure he will save, I'm going to give it a try anyway. I will cast this.
So no saving spot.
Compelled duel.
Worry about me.
I do worry about you, Spot.
Wisdom 18.
He only
19.
went down just last round. He's fine.
You got 3 people to find out if you die.
Okay. And so my turn is complete.
Okay. The berserkers all go, which means they.
You said they had to move down 10 feet or 20 feet.
They have to go down 10 and then up, and they're in
Ice.
slow. Yeah.
Yep. So they basically move like that. I'm just keeping it simple and saying they just move once 10 feet.
Okay.
But let me just double check here. I'm pretty sure because it's half. Yeah, they only have 30. So and that's with them going down. Although actually, technically, yeah, like that. Okay. It is Hef's turn. Oh, Hef. Well, actually, since you're down anyway, Spot, do you, Heller, you want to take over Hef?
I was playing him last round, or
Yeah.
last time and this time.
Go for it.
So, he is just gonna shoot at Mr. Know-It-All over there. Who thinks he's all that, like he did the last 2 times.
All right.
Alamir ducks.
Does he have advantage now?
No, not with
people
range.
there? But he's got a sneak attack.
Yes, he definitely gets sneak attack.
30 to hit,
30?
15
Yes.
piercing, and 10 sneak is 25.
25. Ouch. Big hit.
Second, 15
15
to hit.
does not.
Failed,
Nope,
'cause
15
that's a 1.
misses. And
Ooh,
17
and that's a
misses.
3. Wow, he rolled good on those 2. And then I guess he will come over here by Luna to stay by this guy in case he wakes up for some reason.
Okay. And with that, it is now Spot's turn. Spot, I need you to make a death saving throw, please. The first and possibly last death saving throw of the fight.
Where the hell do I roll the dice? There
It's
it
in
is.
there. Yep.
And there you go. 21.
Good job.
So 15 plus 6.
How do you get plus 6 on it?
I just clicked the button.
That's
Because it's a death
interesting.
saving throw, and it's a... Let me see. Does it tell me when I mouse over it?
Does Zim also give him +4?
No.
No, I got to be within 10, not 30.
I don't know. I just clicked on it, and that's what it
That's
gave me.
interesting. I mean, 15 is positive anyway. Okay, so that's your turn. It is now Junlok's turn.
Yeah, it says +1, +5.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Is my... Let me look through my inventory. Go ahead. You can keep going, though.
Yeah.
I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, I do know that if I'm in 10-foot range, the +4 does apply to a death save.
I think my
It
cowl
would, yes.
automatically works, because that gives me plus to my saving throws.
Oh, yes. So yes.
So I think that's where the +1
the
comes
plus
from.
one,
The
yep.
+5, I'm assuming, is my
Is that your
constitution.
con?
No, you don't get the con bonus. That's interesting. We'll look at that, but it doesn't matter.
Proficiency. I'm proficient at dying.
Evidence.
That's the
suggests
only
that
thing I
too.
have on my sheet that's a +5. It's either a charisma or a proficiency. So it's got to be proficiency.
You have
I'm
proven over.
proficient at
yeah,
dying.
you have proven over 64 episodes. You're very good at it. So
Nice.
Yep.
I
gotta
like
be.
it. I like it. All right. All right. So Junlok, he looks around. He goes, his swords are out in a defensive posture, and he goes, "You have done well. Better than I partially could have imagined. I can see why Galvin has had so much trouble with you. Perhaps I should not have dismissed his attempts so quickly. Until next time then. And for there, I'm sure, do not doubt we will meet again. And then he basically kind of just fade shifts until he's gone.
Attack opportunity if he's only fading.
The bad guy gets his dialogue, sir.
Oh man.
He was telling us what he's gonna do. Come on, we were waiting
Now
for
you guys
it.
got to open the portal. Go, go, go.
All right. Oh wait. Sorry.
Alamir,
Alamir, you are up.
Sorry, talking with Boo Boo.
No problem.
Okay. All right. So I'm now gonna use Jinx's reaction to give me.
Yes. So
So
now and you have the D10 to add to it.
You can roll
Okay.
D10 and add to your store no matter what it is.
Cool. So we'll do this, and then 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 we'll add this. Will a 36 do anything?
36. You're like, of course. Yeah. No. This activates, and these three. And actually, there are multiple runes. There's a lot of runes.
Where do you want to go? Is what I say.
So you find runes. Not that it really matters to you, but you find runes that. I'm just gonna look real quick here without dragging you guys there.
Do you actually ask me that question? Where do I want to go?
Where do we go from here?
Because if you're giving me the choice, we're not going where you think we're going.
Well, Anarok. So there is definitely one that takes you to the Anarok Desert. There's one to the High Moor, and there is one, and there's actually one in the Spine of the World. Not exactly sure where, but definitely north of Waterdeep somewhere. There's one that takes you. Looks like it takes you to the Mirror of Dead Men.
Okay, so first,
Unfortunately, no, Jinkin, you don't see one of those.
Then his portal skills are useless.
Yeah.
so but there are none to cities or anywhere that we would want to go right off the bat.
Not that you see. No, it's that these are basically large, out-of-the-way places. Other than the Mirror of Dead Men, which is an interesting, specific one.
Then, if that's the one that tweaks Alamir's interest because it's the one that's out of the way, then that's the one he would pick.
Okay.
And he tells everybody to go through the portal. And Zem, pick up spot.
All right.
And Alamir will be the last one.
So you figure it out, but it's you, and you can show Jinkin. So you just figured it out. Jinkin on his turn could actually activate it if you want.
And that's fine.
So Jinx, it's your turn.
I didn't want to activate it, and then if I activate it and go through, it then deactivates. So that's why I was gonna let the activator now. I'll tell Jinx that he and I should wait till the end in case we need to reactivate it.
You are confident that once it's activated, it will stay activated for a minute unless you specifically turn it off.
And then I'll tell everybody we got a minute, so start moving. And what does Jinx do? Jinx just ran to the other side of the portal.
Of course. You're like that. I'm like, oh, let me run away then. I kind of did it.
You ran through, and you appeared on the other side of the portal. Imagine that.
So
just an arch.
Jinx, it hasn't been activated yet. Alamir figured out how to activate it, so you know with him how to do it, but it's not activated yet.
So you can activate it.
Hef just says somebody should pick up Spot's bag too, right, before you leave.
Isn't the bag on him?
I can't jump over there.
Portable hole is on the ground where the. This is where the portable hole is.
Yep.
Ah, that's what that was? Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was
That's where everybody jumped out of.
You don't sit in the middle of it and never mind. I from here whisper some words and do. Well, I don't know if do we. I can't remember if that was part of the rule anymore. It's been a while. Use healing word on Spot.
Yep. Okay. So how much does he heal? 9 points. Nice.
My words of healing have been amazing.
Yeah. All right.
So he takes 9, and then I'm like,
Ow!
stop laying down the side. Get up!
Where did he go? Where did he go? And I jump up to my feet.
All right. So basically, you have these 3 mesmerized guys.
Kick them off into the lava, guys. Just kick them off into the lava.
Are you guys doing anything? Oh, I forgot to have that. You would have done it anyway. Does anybody doing anything other than preparing and going through the portal?
No, it was
Nope.
just get them out.
Okay.
Alamir's not doing anything. He's waiting to go in.
So there is a way to reduce the portal, or like you can open it, and then you can basically turn it off within just enough time, one round, for you to walk through. Otherwise, before it ends, like all these dragon spawn will be able to go through it. So what would you like to do? Your
If
Alamir's like,
if-
we've got 1 minute. Go.
if Alamir is going to be the last one through, I go through with him because as soon as I go through, my concentration will drop and they can move faster. So I'm holding my action to go through
And
with
the owl went through.
Alamir.
Right. That is, and I hadn't even thought of that. The magic that's here.
Yes.
When you switch to another plane. So are you changing it so that everybody, the last people will go through, and the last round that it's up?
It's the 1 minute one.
Okay. Let me clarify. If you do the 1 minute one, a lot of this magic is going to go down before the minute's up.
Okay.
Because it was only 1
That means
minute.
guys will be able to reach us.
Oh, okay. I thought there was longer than that. Okay. Then I can turn it off when I go through.
Okay. I know that the hypnotic pattern is a minute, and I'm pretty sure that the ice that could
It's
be
an hour. That's an hour, I thought.
But they're only going. It's going to take them
Concentration.
4 moves to get outside of it. At least 1 or 2. But as soon as I go through, it
Right, that's what I'm
drops.
saying. We'll go together. I'm totally
Right.
okay with that. And
Okay.
Jinx should run with us together also, so these guys don't go poof. Hi, we're here.
Got it. That's all. That's perfect. Then you all go through. I'm just going to clear this because
I wonder what would happen though if you all go through, but you don't close the portal, but you put like a force wall at the other end. They just hit it like a Stargate's the protector shield around the Stargates. They just go splat.
Splat, splat.
Do you want to try it?
I used one of my other toys on the other side too in case they get through it.
Splat, splat.
so you go through the portal, and that same shifting, disconcerting kind of movement from one, especially since now you're going from a very arid, dry, hot area to an extremely, it's still hot, but it is extremely moisture-laden air. In the middle of the fetid swamp of a mirror of dead men. Very familiar. It's been a while, but not that long since you were here on the trip. You estimate that you're probably somewhere in the middle of the southern half of it, but you are in the middle of the swamp. Somebody actually. So
what time is it right now?
Want me to roll perception?
Not yet.
This gets us to our plane, right?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
yeah,
So,
we're just south of Neverwinter. We're in the top left of this. We're in here somewhere.
Jinkin, I think it's most appropriate for you to do this. Roll me a luck roll, please. 2d10.
We need to find out where the details. 13.
Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. So you are in the middle of the swamp. You're not on like an actual path. So you step out. You land in probably up to your shins or upper shins, depending on how tall you are, in the muck. There is the sounds of birds and squawking from around you in the distance, but there is nothing. You do not see any creatures or any dangers immediately around you. What would you like to do from here?
I do. Can I speak? Okay. I mentioned everybody else. I can get us back to our home base. And I described the oak tree I'll take us to there in town.
And there is an appropriately sized tree that you could use. It's only about 15 feet away from you.
If y'all are ready, I'll start that.
Alamir agrees.
Okay. I'm going to do transport via plant.
Okay.
And that's it.
And Luna, does the ritual, and actually it's just a spell, and a portal opens, and you all have one round to rush through the portal, and you appear as you step through back in Waterdeep.
Instantly start cleaning myself.
And you are, and very specifically, you are a block away from Safe Haven Inn, or actually across the street, basically, because you are in the Falconmere grounds. Your feet are muddy and wet, but you are safe and sound back in Waterdeep.
I like coming back this way and less people see us. I like that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we just got back, Alamir's going to go take his. He's going to go report. There's no time for him to go home, shower, or whatever. He's heading to go report.
Okay.
Specifically because we were abducted when we came back to town.
Yes.
Well, we're right in the grounds for what's her name? That's so nice to us. That's my ally.
So
you're right. You are in him, right? Melendrock. Not Melendrock. Sorry, that's wrong. Starts with an M though. Millenor Fellbranch.
Yep. And I'd call for her. I'm sure there's guards or gardeners or somebody.
Yes.
So I'd call for her to report
to him, and he does come out. So and you can begin your report to him, but Alamir is taking off. What is everyone else doing?
Somebody going with Alamir?
I tell everybody where I'm going. I don't just poof, gone.
You okay if I join you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll join Alamir.
And I tell Alamir we'll follow as soon as we're done here.
As we're walking fast or whatever, I tell Zem, you want hit me for half my hit points. Just joking.
Hit me here. Here. Yeah.
Don't tempt him.
He will.
You feel a weapon hitting you in the back.
Ah!
So, Spot and Jinkin, what are you two doing?
I think I would actually follow Alamir, to be honest.
Okay. And Spot?
Have you had a big press and it's right away?
Rest. I died. I'm tired. I would go lay down
He's like, I'm going to bed.
and
That's
ease my
like
wounds.
for
Maybe
you. That's
find
like taking a walk.
Maybe find a working girl to massage my back.
Mhm.
Give
my
you some
wounds.
nice mushrooms.
All right.
I'll give you some nice mushrooms to take while you do that.
So while four of you, so I'll assume Hef will go at least walk to the northern part, because then he'll go and check in on. It hasn't been that long, but he'll go up to the Upper Downs to check in on the Griffins and report in to Captain Bellabranta. So as the three of you go up, make your way, or four of you make your way to the northern section of the city. Luna, what anything special that you'd like to do with your report?
I would just tell her everything that happened, including us getting attacked and teleported to hell.
He is incredibly shocked, and he's happy that you're okay and alive. But the first thing he's like, but you were ambushed at the teleportation circle.
You're in town, yes.
That is not
The
good.
dead guard there we can't save.
What do you mean?
I'd tell him about the guard that we saw that was killed when we teleported in, that was already dead.
Your friends. I heard them say they are headed to see Ramalia, correct?
Yes, and I explained to him what Alamir's taken, that the dragons had given for Alamir to study. I think it was a scroll.
That is good. That should certainly help. That's excellent. Well,
I do fill him in on the agreements with the dragons and everything.
okay. He's happy to hear all that. And you should be happy to know that while there was much reluctance among the order, there is we have agreed to help in our gathering some druids and forces to go to the Well of Dragons.
Good. And then I'll follow up with, I asked him if there's anything else he needs pressing of me right now, otherwise I'm going to join my friends. I will probably follow up with him later on just some lessons of learning later on for myself, when there's time permitting.
Okay. And there is nothing specific that he asks of you. So that is it's only been a day or a day and a half since you last reported. So yeah.
And then I'm going to hoof it to catch up with Alamir and them.
Okay. So that took a good while though. So they will reach up there. Hef will continue on, and the rest of you reach the villa where Ramalia lives, and you get escorted in as normal. Though Ramalia is actually, so what time would it be right now? It would be around trying to think. You went, spent a few hours. Did not spend like the entire time you spent within Avernus would have been maybe say 30 minutes tops, 35, maybe 35 minutes.
It was hot. We had to leave.
Yeah, it was. It was hot for a lot of reasons. Yeah, so we'll say it's probably around. It's probably the sun's just beginning to go down. So Ramalia is actually eating dinner, and she is by herself, just eating a little bit. So you're taken into a different room. Actually, it's a very nicely appointed dining room, and she's sitting at the end of a table that could easily fit 16.
Okay, 16.
And she goes, "Oh, excellent. So please, sit down. Would you like some food and drink?"
And actually, yes, and yes, and yes.
Yep. And she has servants bring you different things, whatever it is that you like. Lots of different types of meats and cheeses and breads, and you can have some soup and stew if you like. She's actually really her meal consists of a lot of small amount of breads and cheeses and fruits, with some kind of almost like a chicken pot pie, be a closest thing to describe it.
It's okay. I'm hungry.
All right. So you sit down, and she goes, "Well, so how did it go?"
And first, I have a drink and I have something to eat. I don't know what Zem does. I don't know what Hef does.
Hef isn't there, so it's just you and them and Jinx.
Jinx. I don't know what Jinx does. But I'm going to eat first. Eat something first. Get something to me, and then I'm going to finally come out and say, the meeting of the dragons went very well on all sides. They have agreed to assist us, work with us, as long as General Toth can lead. And I say the name, and I'm looking for her response.
And she goes, let's see. She says, General Toth is a name from history, of Cormyr's history. Has not been seen for many years. Do the dragons know where he is?
And I say yes, and they will have him arrive to discuss the plans of battle and attack on the Tiamat and in the Well of Dragons.
Oh.
Yep. And he is a dragon.
Okay, I wasn't going to say that, but all right. Pull that one out of the bag.
He is a dragon. That makes a lot of sense. That is could complicate things, but that is good news all around, no matter what. We'll see how that plays out.
And Silith Valmir would like to also be part of the leadership in the battle of the Well of the Dragons. Let me rephrase that. The dragons would like Silith Valmir to be part of the leadership in the battle at the Well of the Dragons.
That's okay.
I look over. I'm looking over it at Zem now.
And just GM just clarifying that they didn't actually ask that. But if you're adding that's fine. I'm just clarifying.
I'm adding it because she's Bahamut's ambassador.
Okay.
I got her in the know.
Cool. I've never heard that name. Not sure who that is, but okay.
Again, looking at Zem, waiting for you to spill it again.
I assume she's a dragon as well.
Looks at Zem.
Fine, she's a dragon.
All right, good. I didn't say anything.
Okay. But hopefully somebody else will know who that is.
Excuse me.
I shall bring that to the council.
The quorum of dragons.
By the way, I would have spilled all that to the Emerald Enclave, so at some point they're gonna know.
Yep.
The quorum of dragons just want to make sure that this is done correctly, and since they know they're going to be dealing with Tiamat, they are actually the best suited to lead this, and they want to have their own best people to do this, and I told them that would be fine. Hopefully not overstepping my bounds, but
that
we
said,
need their help.
Yeah, if you want their help, this is the price we got to pay. And
but wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
The silver dragon, Oterlicanos, has accepted your offer. Has accepted the offer that the reigning dwarven king who owns the armor of his niece is not to be worn in battle. Basically, I said it's already going to happen. That's what I'm hinting at.
Okay. That you know this for a fact, do you?
I'm going to say that I've already talked with the dwarf dude, Baramath. I could look it up. Give me a second. Oh no, I got it in the little book of fun. Where are my head dudes? Dwarf
guy.
Yeah, dwarf guy.
Braun Anvil.
Braun Anvil. Where is it? I'm looking for the picture. Can't find the picture. Where's the picture?
He's there.
Council. There it is. The Council of Members.
Yep,
I'm just opening it up.
Shared with everyone yet, but that's him.
Braun Anvil. I'm going to say I already talked to Braun Anvil. He's going to do his bestest to try and find a way to have that passed on, but the dragons, specifically our silver dragon, I will say the name again, Otelera Carnos, is asking that be a firm. Not going to happen.
Oh, by the way, he is not a dragon. So
yeah, no, he's not a human. He is a dragon. He doesn't have a human form. Hence the big long name that the GM came up with.
I just read the name, then I saw Mythal Hall underneath it, and I thought it said.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of it. Never mind.
Oh.
It was an actor's name. Mark Hamill. That's what I thought it said.
Mark Hamill.
Nice. He's played by Mark Hamill.
So Ramalia looks at you strangely, and she goes, "But that is Elia. You've met Elia. She's the one who took you there."
Yeah.
Yeah. So she is a dragon.
Yes, on Tuesdays.
Of course.
And of that, there were a few accommodations and a couple of what's the word I'm looking for? Not recompensing. There were some compensations made by us, some of us specifically, to get them to work with us more pleasantly. and we came out of it with a actual solid help from the dragons.
That is excellent. And if that is, I mean, those are huge. That could be a huge ask. But that is truly the general path of the Cormyrian border wars. There are few who could argue his qualifications, but that is going to be a sore point of at some level for many people. But if that is the only major thing that they ask for in return, that is amazing. That is.
Now, Zem, are you going to spill Dala Silmerhaven?
I don't think he's there.
Okay.
I think we lost him.
That's okay. I just didn't know if he's going to spill that one to being a human and a dragon.
How come Jinx is the
He's the
overall
leader.
map? No,
'Cause he
like
is.
on stream, his photo is our photo of photos of photos of photos.
He has to say that you're voted up.
Oh,
He's
well, I wish you would have said that. That's not how it's supposed to be. I had, in that case, it did not save properly. Hold on.
holding on.
That's why I was just, letting you know.
No, I appreciate that. Why did it do that?
I don't know.
So,
It looks like it's got your link instead of his. The only thing I can think of.
There we go. That should be correct because his video shouldn't be coming through. Okay.
So, and I tell her, and that's all the good news. The bad news is we were kidnapped. We
Zim's
were
back.
We were Zemsbacked. We were taken against our will when we arrived through the teleport circle here in Neverwinter. In fact, we just got back and came straight here. We went and visited the.
Wait, what do you mean you were abducted?
Oh, that's a good word. You can use that one. We were abducted on our return to Neverwinter.
But so you didn't make it to the teleportation circle?
When we arrived back at the teleportation circle, we were met by, I want to say Jean-Luc, but that's not it.
Jean-Luc.
DM, just so you know, Jinx is now Zem and Zem is now Jinx. They are the same
What
person.
is going on here?
All I got to say is that just means that Zem is twice the man apparently than all of us.
This is. I know it happened though. I know it happened. It's because Zim wasn't there, and so I.
He's
it's
twice
because-
the paladin the rest of us are.
Oh, it's because his video isn't showing up.
Yeah,
That's
but
why.
you should still be able to take his link, and then when he's turned off, it should
But
just
no,
show.
but that's the thing is neither of them do, and so I don't know which is which. Hold on.
Yeah, Holden.
Well, Zem is showing his video. That's why I see him twice.
No, but I don't see him. But I'm not seeing his video in. It never came back for me.
There you
in-
go. Oh, now you had it, and then you went back. Now they're both them.
Okay, so that's not the right one. So let's do this one. Okay, that should do it. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
No, for whatever reason, the video for Zem disappeared for me in Video Ninja, so I only see him on stream. Okay, so back to the abduction. Wait, so Jean-Luc met you there?
And he's back. Yes, he met us at the teleportation circle. And by the grace of God, I did not step out of it. Otherwise, dead.
What? How? Okay, so you came into the circle. He met you there,
and then teleported us out back to the plane of, was it Arthanis? What is it, Sam? Well, I wanted him to speak because he knows these things. Avernus, where we met him and an awaiting party of looked like Hellion berserkers and Hellion death squads, and Spot can tell you all about it.
Wait, so he was able to
Spot is sleeping.
Yeah, he was able to
Well, not right now. He can't tell us.
to gate you to Avernus?
Yes.
This Junlok must have incredible powers.
We met him with what was the other guy's name?
You don't know the other name. It was just
The other guy's name.
it was
I'll
a
tell
red
him
wizard.
there was a man. There was a one-armed man behind him. For those of you not around in the 50s, watch your old TV shows. That's so. And then yes, we got out of there by the skin of our teeth. I do a quick recap of the battle: Slippy, Slippy, Folly, Folly, Barbarian, Barbarian, Smacky, Smacky, Spot down, Spot up.
Do you she
Where
goes,
do we have a barbarian?
But wait, so she stops you though. She goes, "But wait, no. We need, and why did you not lead with this? This is a breach. This is the potential danger for anyone coming into the city.
You are not wrong.
How and she asked for more specifics, like what kind of magic was used to gate you?
And I'm going to say, based on what I could see, would I be wrong in saying it was a ritual circle?
Right, and you remember they had modified the teleportation circle
to become it was
yeah, and
it was runic and ritual. Yeah.
What did you see? Did you see any of the keepers there? Was there somebody there?
No. If you go there, there'll be a dead guy. Old man Bob is dead.
She immediately.
Now it's a big thing. Okay.
Summon servants. No, but it's just like, and she goes, in the future, anything that is a security risk, perhaps we should lead with that.
Okay.
And
we told you last time we were there.
This is like the third time it's happened.
But that was in the City of the Dead. That wasn't in the actual teleportation.
In the city.
Is, it should be
Did you also tell him about the demon that tried to make a deal and who you worked for?
Nah, nobody mentioned that.
That was down in Avernus, and
I would have told Emerald and Clive about that too.
When you'll roll in a little bit, probably about the time that Ramalia is done giving out orders to have people go and gather certain individuals and go check out the City of the Dead and the teleportation circle, and then she comes back in to get the rest of the report.
Yeah.
And then so you tell her that part, and she's like, a servant of Asmodeus tried to make a deal with you. How
yes, you don't make a deal with the devil because they always
for an unnamed piece of Tiamat's treasure,
which we never got there. So, happens.
I will add that to the report. That will be of interest to some people. I know.
Cool.
Anything else?
I'm not talking about my staff. We're blowing this pop stand. I need a nap.
All right. So she thanks you, and then she says, "Very good. I must make my way to the council. Call an emergency session. These are things that of import that certain people need to know." Thank you so much again for. Oh wait. I'll. Yes. I will come visit you later. I need to go see if this changes anything. Something arrived earlier today that is of importance that we thought you should all be shown and told about as soon as you got back, but that can wait until you have time to maybe go have a drink, maybe a hot bath. I shall come and find you at the inn.
And I say that's fine. The others, I don't know what they say, but yep, we're gonna head back to the inn and
Fresh bath would feel amazing.
fresh bath. Yeah.
I'd like to swing by the Magic Emporium or the Magic Shop on the way back.
Yep, absolutely. So, and just go ahead and do you need any base costs for anything, or you have that list?
I do not have the list. A Ring of Protection +1 is what I'm looking for.
Which is uncommon, right? Or is
So
that
500.
rare?
Rare.
Rare.
So 5,000
I think isn't it 4,000?
Yeah.
for him. 5,000.
Hey. Just remember, I've bailed your butt out of things here and there. So.
Thank Jinx for this last one.
Yeah, I was going to say Jinx rocked it. Yeah.
Rare is 4,000.
4. Okay. 4 it is.
I was just gonna pocket the 1,000, but
You want me to go in and get that for you? This is just 5,000.
yeah. Hold on, it was 12,000. That's what it was. Why do you have so much extra stuff? I don't know.
All right. So a little bit of shopping. Hef will show up after a while. You are all back in the inn. Probably either eating dinner, drinking, whatever people need to do. People have some nice hot baths and clean up, especially after a combination of Avernus and the swamp. Anything special anyone needs to talk about, share, or do?
As everybody walks into the before we're walking into our inn, I'm gonna do a little prestidigitation for not stinky, not stinky, not stinky, not stinky.
When I caught up to them over at the other place where they're giving their report, I would have scoped for a big tree around her residence. Yep, there's one there.
And I'll be right back.
There is one there that is appropriate size.
I would make connections to that one too.
Okay. Yep. No problem. There's a good sized gardens on either side of the villa, so that shouldn't be a problem. Anything else? Nope. All right. Oh, there was one. I have to do one other thing here. Not quite close. What are you doing, Jinkin?
Nothing. I rolled a 2.
Yes, you did. It might get. That's the kind of roll that gets you caught someday. So, actually, 12. That should be enough. So, Jinkin. Just looking to see what. Yeah, you have a passive perception of 17. That is good enough. So, just a little back in time. On the way back, as you were walking, you reached the center going past the center squares in the middle of the city, switching over and to come down the way of the dragon, and you something caught your eye down a side street. So not on the main thoroughfare, but off on a side street that heads to a little market area. So people do walk up, and a good number of people walk up and down it. You notice a beggar sitting on the corner, and they're playing a broken and somewhat dirty lute and singing in a sad but beautiful voice. They have long, dirty, greasy blonde hair and are dressed in tattered and dirty clothes, and there's something about the voice that caught your attention and made you look. And with your just a glance and watching a few moments of this performer's mannerisms and the way they hold themselves, you instantly recognize this individual as Gypsy Phoenix.
So normally I do go over and I usually offer, some coin or something to a beggar. I have no problem with that usually.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think if I would do this or not.
He's telling some story. It's an old story, one you've heard him tell before. One of the ones you used to enjoy listening to years ago in Hill's Edge.
But his words mean different things to me now than they did then. Oh. Hold on a second. Well, shit. Apparently I don't think of myself the way I normally want to think of myself, and I will go over there and I wish there was a way I could paralyze his vocal cords.
You can paralyze him. Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, not exactly. So actually, I will. I know it can't do enough to cause damage because I know that it's not meant to be that kind of thing. But I will, from a distance about 30 feet away, actually, because I have the other feet. Well,
So you want me to cast light?
About 50 feet away or so, because I can do it from about 60 feet. I take my invisible mage hand, and because I know I can't kill him with it, but I will actually press on his throat because I really want to cause some damage, but I know that right now is not a good time for this, especially with everything that's going on.
So, and exactly what does the mage hand do again?
Because of the feet and everything else, the mage hand's invisible,
right?
And it's doubled the range, so it's actually 60 feet range on the mage hand, and the mage hand I don't think it can cause damage. It can't attack,
right?
So I'm not sure how. I don't know if that would work, and it can only lift 10 pounds, I think, right?
5.
Yeah, it doesn't do. Like I said, it doesn't.
So just apply pressure to his throat.
Yeah, I can't cause any damage to him.
Right. You can cause, it can be uncomfortable. Like a single finger doing 5 pounds of pressure on your larynx, that's uncomfortable.
Because I'll be honest, he kind of wants to go over there and just stab him, just for what happened. But obviously, we don't want to, cause issues right now and what's going on in the world right now.
So you
I just take for a couple seconds. I just do it, because I want to take this take it out on him, and but I don't. I mean, obviously, I don't go any further than that. I just want to do that. I'm gonna do that just because I really want to strangle him, but obviously, I gotta hold back because of what's going on in the world.
So from your vantage point, 50 feet away, looking down the street, you see there is a young couple kind of walking by, and the young woman looks like she's looking for, fishing a coin out to give to him, and at that moment is when your hand gets to his throat, and he all of a sudden he coughs and chokes and rocks back against the side of the building he's sitting at the base of, and puts his hands up and is looking around frantically, and then you stop, and she just kind of stop, and all the people around stop and look at him strangely, and then just kind of shake their head, and they all walk away, and he's just looking around frantically to try to find the source of what happened.
I will walk by. I will walk a little bit closer, and just as I get within about 10 feet of him, I'll turn like I'm going down, to go down an aisle, and I'll use that the range of the precipitation to soil his pants, and then I will leave.
Excellent.
And mental note that he's around town.
Very good.
Remind me not to make you mad.
I didn't do anything bad to the guy. What did I do?
You hear him like cursing and talking to himself behind you as you walk further away, and then you hear the footsteps. You hear him. He obviously gets up and he begins running down the street, like heading towards the western wall section of the city, or eastern wall section of the city. And you continue on down. You make your way back to the inn. So,
yeah.
All right. So everyone's in the inn. You're doing your things. We'll say everyone's kind of had your baths. You've done everything you kind of want to do. You're all sitting together. Hef has rejoined everyone back in the Safe Haven Inn. It's pretty much drinks at this point. Maybe a little evening bread and cheese. And it's about 2.5, almost 3 hours after you left Ramalia, when she comes walking through the door. She is not alone. She comes walking in. With Leosin Erlanthar, the monk that you've known since the attack on Greenest. And they come in and sit down at the table. And Leosin says, "Hello all. Good to see you again."
It's good to see you without the binder on your wrist.
Yes. Just a way of gaining information. There are many such ways. We must take advantage of what situations arise, which is an appropriate way to lead into why we are here. And he looks over at Ramalia, and Ramalia is like, "Yes, we had an interesting letter arrive early this morning."
What's the letter A?
Well, there are such letters in it. It is a letter, supposedly from a member of the Cult of the Dragon, from Xanthar's Keep. And Xanthar's Keep, so I guess in this case it would be really just Alamir and Jinx. Yeah, really just Alamir and Jinx. History. Actually, anyone can roll a history check. Everyone could roll it. Just if you're not proficient, it's going to be a higher DC.
Spot is not rolling because he's sleeping.
Okay. Oh, you're not
I am
there?
on my long rest already. Yes.
Got it.
Those are
Okay.
actually a lot of low rolls in a way too.
Yeah. So so it doesn't ring a bell to anyone except for Alamir. Alamir, Zonthal's keep is of interest because Zonthal was a powerful, eccentric wizard who disappeared about 50, 60 years ago, probably closer to 60. And he did all of this weird magical experimentation. And he had a keep that he had built that was supposedly that crossed and connected interdimensionally, and was where he did a lot of his experimentation. And then about almost 60 years ago, all of a sudden, everyone in the community just stopped hearing from him, and it was said that he just disappeared. And but his keep was so well protected from entry that and people really feared the traps and other protections he may have put there, that the keep, last you heard, was not being used. Was just sitting next to a town called Zonthal's Town, and was empty.
Do we know where it is?
Technically, so yes. So, okay, I need to hold on a sec here. This never switches.
I'm just using the merchant, so that in case I need a geographical.
Yep. I just need to pull this up here. Okay. Let's go here. Back. And okay. Why is this not doing what I thought it should? That's not it. You guys are already doing that. Where is that really it? I guess that's really it, actually. Let me just double check here. Sorry. This is one of the things that I had all set up, and now everything is closed. I don't know where it went. Wonderful. Let's do this. Yeah, this has got to be it. I'm just going to do it. It's here. I know it's here. So in the Grey Peak Mountains, north of, so where you recently were, north of Borskare Bridge and the Serpent Hills, and actually it's on the opposite side of the High Moor from the Misty Forest. Actually just on the other side of the mountains from Parnast. So let's do this. And let's go back here. So, here. So if we go to world map, back here. Okay. So here, up here, so actually almost due east of Waterdeep, here on the other side of Parnas in the Grey Peak Mountains. This is where the keep and the small little town is supposed to be. It was an out-of-the-way place. The town grew up around because of the keep, because of various work that that the mage would pay for people to do, to help do, for food and drink and various, bring in certain research materials and spell components and stuff like that. So, but that's where it is. So yes. So,
Okay.
Romalia says we received this letter, and she hands it over to all of you. Would someone like actually who's gonna grab it?
Alamer will reach out.
Then would you like to read it for everyone,
And yes,
please?
he is. He's going to read it to everybody. You don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake joining the cult of the dragon. The cult's horrifying plans are sure to bring doom to all, but I can stop those plans with your help. Rescue me from the clutches, and I will deliver you the prize of prizes, the Blue Dragon Mask. Without it, Severin faces an insurmountable setback in his efforts to call Tiamat back into our world. The mask is here in Zonthal's tower being studied, and guarded by only a handful of wizards, including myself. The danger of my treason becoming known grows with every passing day, and if I am discovered, I will surely be killed. Please hurry for the sake of everyone and everything you value. Doing this will not only get you the blue mask, but it will also get you 7 items of your choice from the book of everything the DM has.
Everything
Dude,
legendary.
I actually think we should do this.
Quest accepted.
It's been read, it's been said, so therefore must be so.
It's in the letter. I read it word for word.
Boom. Wait, I can't modify the letter. Darn it.
+2. Oh, you can. You just got to use this thing over here. Hold on a second. Draw free hand. La la la. Okay.
Off to Xanthal's tower.
Looks like we're going. Yeah. All
Just
in,
saying.
hands in, high five. We're going. Okay. Not right now. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, he's sleeping over there. So is Luna apparently.
Do we want to do some asking around? Because if Iskander is a high level,
Well, we
mage,
have what's her name already here in front of us. We can
Yep. Ask. Yep.
not just her, but Leosin. With Leosin being a monk dude, then maybe he knows the history of this.
Yeah.
But
and that would be
But
Ramalia
why he's
might,
here,
and-
because he is the premier researcher and person who knows the most about the cult.
Yes.
So first, now that I've read it out loud to everybody in the inn, now I look at them and say,
They're like 7 items?
"What?" Everybody looked at it. We'll join. We'll do it. We'll go. Now we have a band and a party. No, I asked them. Are we free to speak?
And actually, yeah. So the table that you guys typically get, like, yeah, there's people. It is a little out of the way.
But nobody dares listen in on our conversation because I don't want to die.
They set us
could.
in the corner for a reason.
That's fine.
And this time in the evening, actually. So we're at. It's in the middle of the summer, so it's pretty busy too. There's enough noise in the place, and there's performers going on. It's not so late in the evening that the performances have stopped. It's very difficult to listen in on conversations that aren't right next to you.
It is also possible that he said the entire thing in our minds.
Oh,
Well, in our minds, yes, but no.
right. Well, you would hope that Ramalia and Leosin already knew what it said.
That's true. I mean, we could always cast a little thing of tiny huts, and no one's gonna listen in. But
That might be a little strange in the middle of an inn.
Suddenly, it's like
tavern.
quiet, only right there. So, no, I look at Leosin, and I also look at Ramalia, and I of course look at all my guys except for Spot because he's sleeping. By the way, he votes whatever I vote for. And
Sure.
and I'm just gonna look at Leosin initially dead in the face, and I go, do we believe it?
Well, here's my thinking. I've been able to verify through reports that we have that this Iskanda is in fact a high-ranking individual. He is a wearer of purple within the organization. We had only recently, within the last 3 weeks, in fact, come to realize or learn that Xanthar's Keep was being used by the Cult of the Dragon. So we know that to be a fact as well. And beyond that, I guess the question is, with his what he's the other piece of this that is certainly true that we know to be a fact so far is that possession of one of the dragon mass would in fact be a great hindrance to the ritual. So beyond that, the question only becomes, can we afford not to take this chance? And there is, of course, the information you yourselves have added to our knowledge in the past several months, which is that there are known individuals within the cult who work against Severin and his plans.
So what I'm getting here then is the only way we know is if we do this. Well, let me rephrase that. The only way we can confirm is if we do this. We can pretend to know all as much as we want.
Is there a way to test loyalty, or is there a way to test, is he really on our side? Can he do something of significance that would be against what the cult wants in order to verify he really is?
Give us the mask.
Yeah. Well, give us the mask, and we'll start there.
But we're putting ourselves
At risk.
up for the slaughter just for him to go, nah, I don't think so.
Can we use the zone of truth on the letter?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I just did. So
I can and Alamir spoke truthfully. Can I scry the letter to make sure that it is his?
You could so really what you're doing is
his...
trying to use the letter to scry him.
Right, because it should connect to him because it's his handwriting. It came from him.
Correct.
Versus somebody else trying to get us to do something.
Can you scry him and then send him a message?
Yeah.
Ask him some questions then.
Well, message only gets one question.
Sorry, I'm sleeping.
That's fine. But no, you're right. But sending a message, I only get the 125 word. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? What's the weather like over there? And I'm just done.
Well, don't do small chat. Get to the point.
But yeah, I can do that. If not me, Romalia should be able to do that, and Leosin should be able to do that. Even Jinx should be able to do that. Come on, message.
Not message, but ixnay.
Yeah, ixnay, got it. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the because I've had it for like 1,000 years. Potion of clairvoyance. And I'm gonna gives me the ability for clairvoyance, which
sounds stale, I hope.
Create a visible sensor or range within a location or place you visit. This won't work. Sorry, I lied. I thought it was scry. No, never mind. That's not scry. I don't. Well, okay. Then I ask Romalia. I say, have we scried the letter yet to make contact with him? I'm thinking I need to know the person or see the person to send a message to that person. I'm not like Tiamat who goes into people's dreams.
But you want to be.
I want to be, yes, but
you do know there is a spell for that.
Yeah, it's called Dreamcatcher, Dreamweaver.
And Leosin actually answered, says, well, that has risks. If he's being watched, if the magic could be seen, and also if he is truly at Xantha's tower, if he is inside, according to the legends, he would not actually even be on the same plane of existence. So scrying would not work.
Hey, that dream spell doesn't work on me. I'm an elf. Just saying. See what happens when I do some investigation.
Yes.
Well,
It's a big special dream spell. It's okay.
No, but I'm just saying that you do have the. I was mentioning the spell.
Yes.
That's not actually what she was using, but yes.
Okay. So they'd have to be on this plane. Got it. If I can't contact them with just regular message, then they're not here. Okay, but he's here supposedly.
So
He's supposedly at the tower.
So your concern is that this is not sent from this individual.
We want to make sure that it's not a ruse.
Did you just ruse her?
Yes, I went there with that. I kind of went French. French Canadian.
Romalia says, well, I could ensure that we could certainly try. I will take it with me, and by the morning we shall see what we can learn, see if we can see. You want us to try to contact Iskender?
I don't know. If...
Alamir wants to contact him. And if we meet tomorrow morning with confirmation, because then I can memorize the spell, then Alamir will contact him. Because I don't think there's a way that I could open up communication to like a table full of people with a person from far away so we all can talk. Unless there's a wish spell, I wish for a message sending stone to appear in his ear. I just don't see that happening.
It does. His head explodes.
But that's one thing. Secondly, for once, Alamir is going to have a list of, I guess, demands, because we're going to want at least 24 crossbowmen. We're going to need three groups of longbowmen. We need a liege of wizards, 2 dragons, and possibly, if we can, one tiny carafe of nice vintage wine.
And 2 partridges in a pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear, not 2, just 1.
And a
And
thimble.
One partridge.
An espresso. Need an espresso.
What about the machine? Then we have it all the time.
Sweet.
No, and then if not, I think we are. Alamir says, if everything falls into place, we're right. We will do this. I mean, have we not done everything we said we are going to do up to this point? I think we've gone above and beyond. But this is for a very good. This helps everybody out. What say everybody else? Well, Spot agrees with me.
Of course he does, because you're controlling him.
He's my puppet.
Luna will follow your lead in this instance.
Sam?
Sure. Whatever
What do you say for half? Oh wait, Spot's playing half.
And you control Spot, so therefore you control Hef.
So it's a puppet's puppet. Okay. Spot's falling asleep.
We do what Alamir does.
Yeah, Alamir, if that's what you want to do, we could do it. Either way, I feel like it's worth the risk myself. So
I think it is too. Yeah.
And then tonight I'll memorize
worst case, we end up. It's a trap. We set off a trap, and and you know what happens? The monk dies. So I mean, it's not the end of the world. So
that is true. It's not like it hasn't happened in the past.
We've seen that movie
recently.
before.
Yeah.
Speaking of traps, just something something until this came up, and well,
Don't
as
tell me you didn't think of it.
part of the gathering of additional allies for the eventual impending assault on the Well of Dragons. Now, especially now that we now have forces to help fight against the chromatic dragons, there is a huge mercenary army. There is the demons. There is a huge cadre of wizards. We have an
That's
opportunity.
the Tower of Luskan said they're joining. The Wizards of Luskan, the tower.
They are joining, but that's a small group compared to the wizards that are the red wizards that are basically working with the Cult of the Dragon. Remember the cult.
Oh, you're saying fight. This is their forces, not
Right.
our forces.
That was their forces.
I was wondering when we got a huge wizard force. The Fae. You got it. Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
that is an interesting thing. We also recently received the council received an invite for emissaries to go and entreat with the country of Thay, with the Thayan wizards, who say they would like to help, but in order to do so, they insist on meeting the 6 of you.
Remember that letter A you were talking about? That's what we have on our chest in Thay right now.
Why is that?
Because they want us dead. Last time I checked.
So let's clarify. The red wizards that you've been fighting are the ones who are part of the Thayan resurrection, who are exiles from Thay.
Oh, I thought they were all one big happy family. Never mind.
No, they are a separatist group who want to. Their goal is to overthrow Zastam, who is the leader of Thay, the Lich who leads Thay.
Yeah, the undead family of Thay.
Yeah, well, a lot of high-level red wizards
Are
liches,
necromancer.
So,
And, yeah.
yeah.
How did we get this little nugget of invite?
Romalia says that it was just saying that it recently came
A skeleton
to
put
the
its
alliance.
hand up out of the ground and
how
then
it
just handed
arrived. No, by courier and letters.
Okay.
It was an official invite from them, but that is of course not as. That is something that you could
Oh yeah, okay.
do when you
Gotta get in
return.
touch.
from
Totally
Zalti's
understood. Need to talk to while we're here. I need to get message to Salith Valmir. No, who's Selmerhev? Dala? Is that the one who's our friend here? Who's
Romalia is the one you're talking to.
No. The human dragon here that
Was Elia.
It's Elia, Dahlia or Elia?
Elia is the one that went with you and flew you to the council.
Then that's who I need to get in touch with to say that the I'm going to say the council agreed to their terms. Look, I'm going to piss somebody off. So, just wanted to make sure while I'm here before I leave that gets rolling so we can figure out time.
Okay, so you could do that just through a sending spell. But yeah.
Message. I just want to make sure I did it. That's all. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent.
So do you actually want me tonight to memorize the message sending spell?
That's your plan.
And the other thing I was going to mention I'm pretty sure scrying is a ritual, so you could just do it from your book without memorizing it.
You could do it for free then, yeah?
Yeah.
So I could actually scry off of the letter to put.
I think I'm not 100%
I'm
sure.
I'm looking right now. I'm looking. Scry.
Unfortunately, my app does not.
Scrying, it does not show that it is a ritual.
Okay, well that would be why. And that makes
it's
sense.
It's a 10-minute spell, but
it's a
not
10-minute spell. So it makes sense though. Otherwise, you could just scry all day long, and that would not be.
Yeah, it takes a while, but it does not say it is a ritual. It's not tagged as a ritual.
That makes sense.
All right, I guess I'll put this in my book. Burn a spell. Okay, not like I have a lot of those. All right, I'll put both those in my books. We'll have them for tomorrow. No, I gotta buy that spell. I don't have it. Sorry.
You don't have it?
Not scry.
It's not in any of your books.
Well, I gotta look at that. That's
the other thing you
special.
need to do is figure.
Well, yeah,
out...
but it was cost. It was a cost
That's
thing.
right.
I actually
But
wrote
you
all
had
of them down.
You had lots of money though.
I had lots of money, and then I spent lots of money because I'm addicted to gambling. Third, fourth, fifth. Scry. Nope, Scry isn't on there.
Oh, look at that.
Sending I have in my book. I just have to rememorize it.
Well, you do know that if at some point if you wanted to get it, you have access to the libraries of the Magister of Mages, the Magistry of Mages, or whatever it is here in Waterdeep.
And if I needed it officially, I could just say, by the way, I need blah blah blah.
Or really, at this point, you could
just walk in,
or you could go to Candlekeep and get it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to. Where is my thing? Prepare.
It's just a matter of time and money.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to
all the
unprepare.
resources to do that.
I'm not getting rid of those spells. But that was a good try. All right. All right, we'll see her in the morning. We need a good night's sleep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And hopefully she'll have some information as to the authenticity.
So everybody, you go to bed. Everybody gets a good night's rest. So everybody take a long rest. And we'll wake up the next morning, the 9th of Elaine,
fresh,
otherwise known as the Fading, which is, if I remember correctly, the equivalent of July. So it is middle of summer. Or is this August? Jinkin, you remember this stuff.
I actually don't.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up honestly now at this point. I remembered in the beginning I was keeping track a little bit.
It's beginning to end of the summer. I think it's the end of the summer. I think it's like August equivalent.
Yeah, the time jumps messed me up in keeping track.
I'm just going by the. I know. Actually, I think the 21st of Elent. Well, actually, here this actually tell. So the 21st of Elent is. Where did I put that? Right here. The 21st of Elent is. Where did I had it all right here. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. It's right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 9. So 9th month, and the late 21st is Harvest Tide, or Harvest Tide. Actually, is Autumn Equinox. Autumn Equinox is on a late 21, so which you are only 12 days away from. So it is later. So it's heading into fall. All right. Yeah, I'll have a long rest. You get up in the morning. Are you going to scry, or what are you going to do?
In the morning, I will. I thought they were going to scry. I can scry. I mean, I can swing by and grab a scroll of scrying. Okay.
Yeah, if you want. So if you still wanted them to do it, and she will do that, and she will. So at breakfast, she will. Ramalia shows back up with the letter. So, Spot, roll me 2d10, please.
That should be 18. We're at 18 temp, if I remember correctly.
12. Okay. Temp 18. So, Romalia says, well, the spell did not reveal Iskander. So, and I'm told that its results were not necessarily inconclusive, but they believe that it is very likely that that individual is not on the prime material plane, which lends credence to the idea that the Xanthal's tower is multidimensional.
Great.
Right.
And the sending message doesn't go across planes.
No, it doesn't.
So he will try to send it to see if it can actually go there. If not, the whole idea of being able to pierce the tower, if it just ends at the tower, then that just reconfirms the reconfirmation.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Now, I've never talked to this guy,
Right, and I'm just seeing.
so I
To a
think I
creature
need to
with-
know him or hold a piece of his.
No, you have to be familiar with them.
Okay, then I can't do that either. You know what? Well, let's just do this, because Tom wants us to do this. So let's just do this. Yeah, we'll go for it.
What are you doing?
I rolled a 20-sider. I said 1 to 10, yes. 11 to 20, no. So it looks like we're going.
Oh, that you guys are just gonna go
He's
check
throwing
it out?
caution
I-
to the wind.
No, I threw a 20-sider on the table.
All right. So you flip the coin, and
Yeah, the proverbial coin. Yep. And I landed on tails. I said tails we go.
All right. So then the question is how would you like to get there?
Oh, we're going by Griffin this time.
It is quite the travel out there, but certainly going by
I don't
Griffin.
think there's a time constraint.
Can't
no,
go by
you
plan?
can spend as much time as you want. Just remember that we are still that every day that goes by, the army grows. The ritual gets closer to finishing.
Okay, all right. So let's figure out what's nearest to it. Oh my God.
You've been to Parnast.
Yeah, is that the closest thing?
Can you have one of the wizards here open up a portal for you?
No,
first?
because we can take the griffins with us through the turtle. We've done that
Yep.
before. So
like
Parnas is
I-
right
I-
A same spell
there.
slot economy.
Yeah, I was going to say I like the idea of having them send us since we're in their service. I like that.
Oh, very nice. Yes. Okay. So
It's,
Parnas. Yeah, we just gotta go over the mountain. That's all. We're good.
That is just really, really difficult to do because then they have to go with you. You can't just send someone.
What? Send
They
someone?
they can come back.
Yeah, they just send the griffins home. They go away.
Just have them wear a blue shirt, or is that a red shirt?
Red shirt.
Red.
We don't want them wearing red.
Well, since we
Wait a minute. My
already-
griffin's red feathered.
Well, this day and age, it's actually gold. That's you have to be worried about.
Okay.
Very well. Well, Romalia is already there, so she agrees to it. So she can teleport you there, and then she can. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, she has another circle that she can come back to. There's multiple circles, and actually, that's a good point, and she will say, well, the circle has been compromised that you've been using. Do you have other circles or means of coming back?
Yeah, and I say yes.
Okay. That circle will work. It's just
We don't know if it's
yes. We are working to repair, to undo the changes that were made, and to restore the protective magics that were protecting that that space from intrusion. Whatever wizard was helping Junlok was powerful indeed. All right. So
Before we leave, I'm going to take a book from, because I'm assuming we went back to Romalia's to look at the scrying and all that stuff and getting the information.
She came back and she was
She
talking
came
to you
back.
at the inn.
She came back. Then I'm going to take a book off one of the shelves from this inn. If there is any books floating around. If not, I will take a spoon or something that attaches myself to this inn.
Yes. So
I've been pretty aware of where this place is. I'm pretty, familiar with it.
Absolutely. But an item certainly helps. So there is, yeah, I mean,
something from the wall. I'll even go up to the innkeep and I'll say something like, if there's a goblet or something, I'll say, you know what? I'll buy that from you.
there are pictures and various memorabilia on the wall. There are some musical instruments. There are.
I'm just looking for something small that I can put in my bag of holding.
So there is like a,
not a child or anything.
Not so much a there's the mantle above the fireplace that has some candles and various little tchotchke type items.
As long as it's metal, I'll take it.
Not
take it, but I will try and yeah. I'm a thief now. Great.
Well, you said you were asking the proprietor.
Yeah, the owner.
And you're like, as
and
long
that's
as
why
you're
I've said it
willing
could be
to
a
return
spoon.
It,
right.
That's that's fine.
Okay. Man, I will. So I'll take.
I mean, you guys are one of their best customers.
Okay. So I will. I promise to return it.
Okay.
And I will. So.
All right. So you have something from the inn.
Got it.
What is that? What is your question, Luna?
So basically, if I got a plant familiar, could I use the plant to travel back, the transport via plant?
Oh,
would that work?
You're talking like an awakened plant?
Basically, I was looking away where I take a plant with me. This way, if we get somewhere like a desert that has no plants,
yeah,
I still have a plant.
He wants an awakened cactus.
Yeah, there's
that's prickly.
First off, once they're awakened, they no longer work for the spell. You'd have to be able to have one that was living and find a way to bring it around with you, and I personally can't think of a way to do that.
How about a large bed of moss or moss I fold up and then I can spread out?
Doesn't work. It has to be a tree.
Okay.
Nope.
Can you have an illusion tree?
You figured that, but that's the limitation of the spell.
Yeah.
Right?
What if he had something like Groot?
Yeah. No, again, living wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, not that
almost wondered
trees and plants aren't living, but it's different.
Also wondered if there's a spell out there where I'd make something shrink or grow quickly.
Well, there is an enlarge
sapling
spell,
and then.
Well,
I'm just thinking outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think I have.
If he believes it's a tree,
or if it identifies as a tree.
Yes, if it's a piece of, if it's a small shrubbery that identifies as a tree, will it work?
There might be somebody hiding in the shrub, though.
But the idea of like an enlarge spell on a smaller tree sapling, like if it was something big enough. The other thing is Alamir knows or has access to, has a scroll of a 6th level what is it, enhanced enlarge reduce, something like that, that you were
I thought. Yeah, I do. Yes.
that you were given when you went to the Shadowfell.
It's a one-time event, ain't it?
Unless he put it in his spell book.
I'm looking for it.
Because that, if I remember right, increases or reduces by 4 times instead of just double or half. So you'd be able to take something and much smaller and grow it to the size that would work for the spell.
Yep. You kind of see where I'm heading with that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. But you still have to have something, and how you would, I mean, unless you're gonna attach something to a backpack or your back and carry it around with you.
Yeah, I have 1 scroll of enhanced reduced. Yes. It's in my notes, not in my body.
Yep, it has to be large. I'll think about that and I'll figure out a way. I'll work around later. It's an idea I was kicking around.
Okay.
I still got a couple other tricks I want to pull out too someday.
All right. So anything else before you guys go to Parnast?
Did you get everything you needed at the magic store there?
I did. Confirmed. Yes.
Jenks, you need to get anything?
There's nothing that's really super beneficial.
What about you over there, Spot? Did you wake up? No, apparently he didn't, because we can't hear him.
He still can't hear you.
Yeah, I still can't hear you. Great, he's mute. Jenks, what did you do to him? Did you do your mage hand?
No, it was the orc that lives next door.
Okay.
Came after him and muted him.
Slit his throat? Okay. Yeah, we can't hear you. Whatever. Alright. Luna, you need anything?
I'm good.
Then we're ready.
Okay. So you know, so you've been there. You've been to Parnast. You know, so you're familiar, but not enough to be able to not have a chance of
Screwing it up.
Yeah. So where exactly in the Parnast region would you be looking to teleport to?
To the chateau.
To
Outside
to
of-
the actual chateau?
To the White's chateau.
Okay.
Look, we got friends in low places.
All right. So go ahead
And in fact, we have the circle outside the chateau that we could use.
Right, you do have you have the
I think
the
I
glades.
even drew
You
that.
have the glades where you first teleported into.
Yeah, I think I drew that. Let me look. But yeah, go ahead. You're good.
So go ahead and so that's your destination. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
D100. Boom. Right in the middle. So we're safe.
So that
Parnast.
Puts us
is
off by a couple of months, doesn't it? Or
Months?
miles? Depends on how long it takes to
It
walk.
does, it
But you
really
can hear
does.
me now, and I haven't
Yeah, no.
changed anything still. So
We could have walked there faster.
So we measure distance and time.
If I could save it, I'd put it in a bottle.
Okay.
I don't even have it drawn. I didn't even have it drawn. Wow.
All right. That is interesting. I don't think, unfortunately, that does not really
Help anybody?
It's one of those spells where the squunched up full description list does not help. So let me pull it up on D&D Beyond real quick so I get the formatted list.
So seen once, it
That
got
is
us to a
so much
similar area.
better. Okay, that's what okay. That's not bad. That's what I thought. Roll me so Elamir, roll me a D8
So which direction? Okay.
and a D10.
Yeah. We went in direction 4 by 9 miles. Or 72 miles, depending if you... I thought she was casting it, not me, by the way.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Mhm.
She was casting it.
Let's see how good she is.
Oh, you got me. You got me. I forgot she was casting it.
That's one.
Except for the fact
for Slorka.
except if she does it, she's never been there. She's only able to do it by a description.
Sap, guess what? If we screw up, it's her fault, not mine.
All right. So here I'm rolling for her, but she's only doing it based on your description. Oh. All right.
I'm not going.
You say I get to roll.
I think another night's sleep is appropriate.
There you go.
Everyone takes 14.
72.
Everyone takes 14 force damage.
And
It's
what's
okay,
our
we have
temp
18
points?
temp points.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay. I'm resistant to force.
Uh-huh. And then
No, I am.
And that's the first. You feel the shifting of your body, and there is this the force, like it's trying to rip you apart or push you in a direction that your body doesn't want to go. Very painful. And then you take another 21 force damage. As you're ripped in different directions again. Wait. Oh, I did 3. The first one was 88, though. Okay, 88. And then, boom, you're in the glade. Exactly as you described it to her.
So we just took 88 more damage?
Nope.
So what was the total of force?
Okay.
It was, you took 17 and 21.
So 38. And since I'm resistant, 19?
Are you really resistant?
I am resistant to force, yes.
Yes, it was 14
Yeah,
and
our Harper
21,
pin,
so
our
it's
Harper
7
pins
and
make
10.
us resistant to force.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yep, so
nice.
it's 7 and 10 if you're resistant. So 17 points.
So we all, if we have a Harper pin, you...
Okay, so 17 and 10.
Nope, 14. It's 14 and half is 7, and then it's 21 and half is 10.
I said
17.
Yeah.
So our 10 hit points just went away.
Oh, our 10 hit points ended at 1.
That's right. 10 hit points are at 1. Got it.
Way to go, Barry.
Thank you, Barry.
He knew that she was going to get it wrong.
She's like, I've been waiting to do this.
That's okay. As an action, I can
So-
give myself temporary hit points with my cloak.
There you
I'm
go.
pretty certain that's only the Harper pins, so only the 3
Yeah, it is only
Harpers
the
get that.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
what I said.
else
The
takes full
Harpers.
damage.
Yep, I do not get that.
Yep, so everyone else took the total of 38 points of damage. I forgot the Harper pins did that. All right, nice. All right, so she goes, well, Sorry about that. Those are the dangers of trying to teleport somewhere you've never quite been. Spent a lot of time.
Really felt it.
Good. And I need to get back quickly before as quick as I can. So she begins to do the ritual to get to go back.
Can I give her quite disadvantage on her rolls so she never mind.
It only takes 1 minute for her to do the ritual to get back. And she finishes
And she does it perfectly, I bet.
Well, it's teleportation circle. Yes, she does it without a problem. And
What is my martial arts die now, Tom?
I believe it's 3d12.
I thought I wrote it.
Or 3d4. I'm sorry, 3d4. Let me
It's
just
not
take
44?
a look. It might be 44 now. Let me take a look. Martial arts die.
Does anybody need healing?
Level 11 is 3d4. It goes up to 44 at level 17. You're healing.
No, I'm just giving 5 hit points, temporary hit points back for my key robe thing.
And Luna,
I was
you're
healing
healing
myself.
yourself?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's plus spell casting, so I got +4, so that's 5.
As an action, expend a charge and give yourself temporary hit points equal to 1 roll of your martial arts dice.
And Luna, you had used charges
So my
from
one
your
goes up to
staff, hadn't
5.
you? Right? Luna, you had used charges from the staff before to heal or and such, right?
It's been a while, has it not?
It's not that
And
long
the
ago.
staff
It's only
has
been
10 charges.
But overnight, doesn't it recharge a certain amount of
a
charge?
certain
That's just
number.
like
That's
mine.
why I want him to
Yeah.
keep track of it.
The
yes.
staff
Yeah, I
regains
need-
1d6 plus
I need-
4.
I need to do mine too, so I get this.
I'm
There
trying to
you
remember
go.
when the last time I was.
I guess I got 17 back of mine.
I'll recharge my staff too.
I don't
Boom.
want to hear about it.
Boom.
And suddenly your glaive just glows.
And the glaive's always glowing. All right. So you all are there with your with Stargazer, Melody, Twilight, Windcatcher, Goldwing, and Dream Chaser. And you so you are there with your griffins, and you are within 1 day's travel. So by the end of the day,
right.
little before the end of the day, in about 7.5 hours, you should be able to reach on the griffins, be able to reach Zonthal's tower. Anything special you want to do before?
Griffins took the damage then too if they came with us?
Yes, they do actually.
Poor griffins.
That is- good point.
How long is you say 1 day? What? And so you're talking 8 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours?
How long it takes to travel?
You said 1 day's travel.
It's 7, and it'll take about 7.5 hours.
Then I'd like to at least stop in by the chateau and talk to the white.
To Talus the White.
Yeah, just cordial, not updating on anything. Just a cordial drive by while we're in the area. We don't have time, but I wanted to say all is going well.
So you go do that,
And it's burned down.
No, it's not. But there are only the guards, the knights and such that were there, that were her retainers. And there's actually only just the one older gentleman whose name I don't remember, and I'm not going to go look up. The one who actually helped train or helped you guys fly on the griffins to get to the flying keep, the flying
Right.
castle. He's the only one there, along with people from the village who are helping, like groundskeepers, cooks, and cleaning and stuff. He
Okay.
tells you that Talus left almost a 10-day ago for the Well of Dragons.
Okay. All right.
Along with the rest of her retinue.
And so we'll take off. This time we showed up with our own griffins. Meh, 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 meh.
Yeah, he's quite impressed.
Meh, meh, meh.
All right. So you fly the griffins, and the sun is setting, and you reach the village, Xanthal's village, as night is beginning to fall. And what you see, and I'll just kind of tell you, I've put you up in the upper right, but I'll tell you kind of what you see as you fly in. Boom. So, spreading out along the, so you see a tower. It's a round tower, spiring up out of this massive maze, or it is what could be a maze, except that it's so overgrown. The maze itself is just a mass of huge like bushes, even some trees that have started to grow. Saplings have grown into larger trees. Masses of bramble bushes and all these different things that surround the tower. The tower itself looks like it's roughly, let's say, 60 feet or so tall, 70, maybe let's say 70 feet tall. It's smooth sides all the way around. You see some slits in it that are like very small, thin windows, and except for up on the upper level, there's a balcony, and then all around it this maze.
Right.
So, and then outside of the maze, spreading out along the edge of the hedge, is a village, and it just looks like you're relatively like a large hamlet-sized village. So, what would you like to do as you're flying in, seeing the tower, seeing the maze, seeing the village? So here's kind of what, Alamir, with the role that you had before, here's what you know about the tower, and actually in Romalia would have shared some of this with everyone when you decided to go there. The tower itself is, you can't actually, you could fly to the tower, but there's no way that anyone has ever been able to get in from just going directly to the tower. And now especially, it makes sense, because if the tower itself, the real tower and the inside of the tower, is in another dimensional space, there has to be a different entrance, and that entrance is the hedge maze itself. So traveling through the hedge
Gets you to the tower.
will traverse the interdimensional spaces that get you to the tower. Though it's known that whatever that path is, will probably not be easy or direct, likely guarded with various possibly puzzles or other challenges or guardians.
Well,
She
because
doesn't know.
Alamir is so smart, he can tell you right now with the half of the maze that we have, there's no way getting to the middle. So.
Well, that's
That's what I
not
was
really.
thinking too. It's overgrown.
Yeah,
There's-
it's
you
all
you go in,
overgrown.
hang a left, and you're done. That's pretty much it. You're just going to end right there.
Well, we can pass through bush though, right?
That is, we can pass through. Yeah, druid. All right. And actually, if we go through the one wall right here, right there, I got to get the button. Yeah, that one wall right. Yeah, right there, or straight in.
You know, another way to trim bushes is a big old fireball.
Yeah, this is interdimensional. I don't want to blow up something that's going to kill us that fast.
So if it's interdimensional, if we take bags of holding into this
Oh, we caused a great big explosion.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
and
That's
we
valid.
kill off all the red mages and the purple wearers, hey, and we
That's a-
destroy the mask,
That's very true.
we
I
win.
think we just solved the game.
It's a win-win-win for everybody. We just take the bags and throw them in the maze.
Nice.
So the more the bags, the bigger the explosion.
Oh yeah.
I like this. Poor Tom.
I was just shaking his head, probably like, oh God, no.
Yeah, you do it. You try whatever you want. All right. So
Did we see any traps or anything observable of the maze from flying over it? I'd be looking for stuff like that.
Looks common, probably.
So, again, looking down into the maze from above, like you see some elements of the original maze, but it looks so overgrown, you don't see how it's possible, as you're flying over from up above, how it's possible to make it through the maze in any sense.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, we should stop at this that first villa here, or this little house or whatever this is.
Uh-huh.
And we should,
Four-sided house. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exact duplicate actually of the one over here, just further down in a couple of other ones.
So if we go in this one, do we appear over here?
Yeah, one. It might.
And then pop over here, and then zip over here. Gotcha. I like
well, we
it.
could probably, if anybody would know, they would probably know because they're the closest place to it,
They have to be the guardians of the maze.
or the ticket sellers.
And you do see there are, I mean, it's evening time, probably around dinner for a rural community like this, but you do see, some people out and about, walking around further into the town.
I say we send Jenkin to go check out this building over here.
Which building? That one?
The top left one. Just go knock on the door, walk on in, sneak through in some windows, see what goes on over there.
Oh, in the church?
Yeah, and then,
Okay, we'll go to the church.
Yeah, just
So you guys going into town?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
It's not like they wouldn't have seen us flying in with the Griffins anyway. It's not like we can, hide that.
We could once.
Well, and there are people, they're all standing around. So as you're walking into town, people are beginning to gather out in the streets and stuff. Wait, you're taking
The Griffin
Griffins
went
into
with him,
town?
apparently. Go big or go home.
I'm just
Apparently
making
the Griffin
sure.
left.
I mean, you put the Griffins wherever you want, but so as you come into town, there's a good number of people that are out looking around. They're whispering and talking to each other, and this, as you begin to approach the church, an elderly gentleman, probably in his mid to late 50s, walks out, white hair, wearing a blue vestment, no specific symbols on it, but walks out and says, "Well, travelers, welcome. What has brought you to Mythal?"
Rum.
Rum, you
We
say?
heard it's the best here.
You have heard wrong. There is no. It is.
Damn it, guys. Let's leave.
Wait, you're saying you have no rum here at all?
I just
What
want to
kind of
know.
town is this?
Is Spot yelling that from the other side, way over there? Wow.
Yes, you heard about.
We're all in town, and he's got that big booming voice. Rum, rum, rum.
I assume, like all visitors, you have come for, you have come to attempt the maze and trying to get into the keep.
Oh, that's what that is?
I thought you were at the keep here. That's what I thought this was. A keep, not a church. Oh, am I wrong? I'm
Wait.
sorry, Jinx. Go the other way.
What church is this, by the way? What religion?
Well, we worship many things.
No, I didn't
here,
ask
but
him. I'm not asking him that. I'm not asking him that. What religion do I notice a particular
you do
denomination?
actually. You see that it was originally built and has many, a lot of the imagery of the church is for Mistra.
Okay, so nothing I have to sit there and all of a sudden be like, oh my god, it's whatever. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
I mean, it's a village that grew up to serve a powerful wizard.
Gotcha. Why am I going to this church?
Wanted to
That's
see
a
if
good
you would.
question. That was my question.
Now that we know what god it is, it's like, oh yeah.
Let's not
Just-
go that route.
Just to be clear, the puppet master is at work.
That's right. That's right.
Well, guys, this is the Church of Mistra. I don't think we're gonna find good wine in this town. I think they were lying to us.
I asked the good man, where's a good place to stay before, as you said, we attempt the maze.
Is there a charge to attempt the maze?
Yeah, the tickets.
He laughs and
How much does it cost?
oh,
Apparently, it's not good health.
it's my aging years is catching up to me. There's no charge to attempt the maze, just other than that of, well, many pay with their lives. But there's no, you're free to attempt that. We have no inn and such here. You're free to camp out anywhere outside of the village, long as it's not in any of our fields.
Your fields.
Yeah, when you were flying in, there were a couple of farms.
I'm playing dumb.
Small.
We came from the north, kind of, or the west or east, whatever, kind of how we came in. So.
and a little to the you can see down below. There's a few fields down there, and
Yeah. Nobody would sleep in a field anyway. That would be just a horrible place to camp.
yeah.
Have you seen what happens with fertilizer?
I ask him, is there a better time to go do the maze? Is there a worse time? Is there half off?
I'm afraid there's none here within the village who has any real helpful knowledge for you about the maze. We're just living here as best we can. I'm the only person one of only 3 people in town who even remembers when the wizard was alive or here. I was a young lad when my parents served and tended the area and some of the needs of the tower. But we do not know much of how it works.
Fished it.
So you've tended the needs of the tower. So you've been in the tower, I'm assuming, right?
Oh no.
Wow, what a good person tending the needs of the tower can't even get in the tower to tend it.
We coordinated deliveries and provided, fresh fruits and vegetables and
Well, how did the deliveries get there?
and milk.
How's that milk get there still fresh?
I remember as a boy some of the constructs would come out of the maze and we would load them up with sacks and chests of materials and whatever else the wizard had asked for, and they would carry them back in, and we would
Wait,
not.
When's the last time? As he's trying to finish this, as he finishes each one, I'm going to interrupt him every single time. When's the last time you've seen the construct? I haven't seen a construct ever in my entire life. I would love to see a construct.
I remember I was just a young boy.
So what's the purpose of you guys?
You
guys haven't seen them that many years.
I believe I was 7 years old. I vaguely remember what they looked like.
So what's your purpose now here in this town?
Oh, we make by. We're here. Our families and friends are here, and so we still work and live off the land. And there are some tradespeople. We make things that are sent off to other parts of nearby cities to trade for goods and things we need.
Like rum?
No. Well, there are many of us who do sculptures and other things in the semblance of mazes in the tower that kind of play off of them coming from this place of origin, that are like novelties in other parts of the world.
So they sell T-shirts.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, basically, cheap scrawlings and pictures and carvings and things like that.
I came to the maze and the only thing I got was a dead friend.
Yep.
Well, he left with his finger at least.
Well.
So has anybody ever went in and came back out?
Oh, there are some that have come out and given up. Yeah, there are those. They all we know is they talk of a sundial and the inability to get anywhere other than to the sundial and out again.
Oh. Do you know what the sundial looks like?
I've never seen it, or I imagine it's made of stone, like most sundials. I don't know.
So you've lived here 70-some years, and you've never had the want to go out into the maze to check out the sundial?
I've seen too many people not come back. I
mean, at your age, what do you have to lose?
Well, first of all, it's only 50-some years. 56 to be exact, and I would like to live at least another 10 if I could. Perhaps if I make it to 70 in truth, then I will do it just so that I can see it with my own eyes before I die.
I want to know when Jenkins Griffin stole a child.
I'm kidding. So, you do realize your town can make a lot of money if you just charge to go in there.
But how would we enforce that? Those who come... Can everybody hear me?
I can now.
Yep.
Yeah, are we good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like there was a little glitch. Well, those who come to attempt the maze and access to the tower are Well, adventurers or powerful wizards, and oh, I would not want to step between them and the entrance. That does not sound healthy. So,
Okay. Does a church like it gets used on a regular basis?
yeah. I mean, it serves a purpose. It does.
It serves a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like people go to it to worship.
You know,
If you look inside, though, you see there are multiple altars to like various.
oh, I was gonna say, because my next question was gonna be was like, why would you guys pray to Mysteria when you'd be more suited with some farmland and everything else, looking for Lathander's guidance instead of Mysteria.
You can see Lathander, Timora, Shantae.
Gotcha.
Whatever they happen to need. Not much different than the rest of Faerun. Like you may not specifically worship an individual god, but whatever god might have a chance of helping you in whatever task or thing that you want.
I disappear and let Luna and Alamir sit over there. I go back to the camp and go, okay, well, they say we have permission to camp, and we can go into the maze anytime we want to. But they don't want to go in.
I want to know, my griffin made it to the tower. Can't I just fly on my griffin?
Yeah, like I
said.
Yeah,
your griffin's in the tower.
Your griffin can land on the tower, go around the outside of the tower, can attempt to land on the balcony.
We just peck at the roof and just straight in.
So it's made of stone. It's magical. There is what seems to be the equivalent of a wall of force preventing landing on the balcony.
That's right, disintegration.
Disintegrate.
You want to go try it?
Do it.
No. All right, so I say we're ready to go in. What do you guys think, or should we just sleep for the night?
Unless we are really, really tired, there's no real reason to sleep. We're not really down anything, so.
I'm really not tired still.
So
yeah,
there's only one person that got hurt on the way here, so.
Well, the Griffins did.
My Griffin did, but I did spend some time and fed some potions to my Griffin to get her back up in hit points, so I wouldn't have to waste too many resources.
And since it wouldn't take it orally, he had never mind.
Squawk! Let me just do this really quick. I just want to. I'm pretty sure that. So
I mean, is it like closed from dusk to dawn, and we just can't get in?
How many hit points Griffins had. Yeah, there's plenty.
They actually, my Griffin from the damage got within 5 hit points from the damage it took. So.
Ooh, yeah, that was.
And apparently, Luna smacked his with a staff.
So I healed her because she definitely needed it.
Yeah, that was not a fun trip for the Griffins.
No.
Okay. All right. So, you guys head into the maze. So, the entrance to the maze looks like it gently curves in and around to the left. And I'm going to bring you all. Oh, so actually, before I do that, hold on. So up above, right when you were flying over, all you saw was an overgrown, tangled mess with no discernible paths longer than a dozen yards. Mm-hmm. And it looks like what you would expect a hedge maid left untended for over a century to look like. Seen from the ground level at this entrance, it appears to be a pleasant hedge-ringed garden with no resemblance to a maze at all. And the entrance beckons you. You simply walk through into a garden space. And you enter. As you step through, the garden space shimmers and changes, and you realize you have stepped through an interdimensional space into an actual maze with the winding path.
Okay, what happens that I have my portable hole on me?
Nothing. Your portable hole still on you. Nothing.
Right now, we're just going straight in, Luna.
So, as you walk in, so the hedge walls are 8 feet tall. You can see the tower above the walls from a lot of different locations. It rises up above in the distance. But there's no real clue to its direction, because as you're walking, at one point it's off on your right, and then it's off on your left, and then it's behind you. It's almost like it's shifting position as you walk. And as you turn around another slowly rounding corner, as you round this slowly turning corner, you come to an opening. You enter an intersection where 8 paths converge symmetrically. You can see Zonto's tower dead ahead, above the hedge wall straight ahead of you. But the way the paths curve, you can't quite tell which path might lead to it. In the middle of this opening is a sundial. It stands in the center of the intersection, and the shadow from its gnomon, its pointer, points straight toward the tower, which is highly odd because the sun isn't behind you. Your shadows point in the proper direction, a little off to the left. Only the sundial shadow points ahead. And here we go. So in the upper left, everybody should be able to see the sundial, right? There you all are.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Which way is what time is it according to sundial?
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
So we
And
go.
which way did we come in? From this way?
So you actually, hold on a sec here. So technically you came from the bottom here, and the sundial shadow is pointing up this direction.
Does the sundial seem to match the where the sun is actually coming from?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Okay. Had to ask
That's what
those
he said.
important
Our
questions.
shadows go to the left, but the shadow of the sundial goes straight.
It's a sundial look like it's turnable.
Try and turn it.
The sundial is not turnable. So you cannot turn the sundial. When you stand around it, your shadow, you cannot block the shadow that the sundial makes. Like it's whatever it's doing is magical.
Okay, so it's either playing the direction or playing the opposite direction. You know that we're supposed to go. And Spot ran down.
Well, that's the way we came in, so I go the opposite way the shadow's pointing, which would be back behind us again.
Where you came from.
I want to see if I come out the other side in front of you.
Okay, so Spot, you go running down that path.
I don't go running, I go walking.
Okay, you go walking down that path.
Leroy!
Just go, I'll be right back. And then I turn it around and head back to see if this takes us back out.
Ran with your arms flailing and Leroy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you travel about 15 feet down the path, and if you continue on, you're going to lose sight of the sundial. Zim, are you going with Spot?
Is it? So these are curved paths coming out or straight?
Yes. All the paths curve so that you can't see further than 15 feet
Which
at a time.
direction do they curve? So
Can-
if we walked in this way and I'm looking at the sundial and I turned around and looked back at it, does it curve to the right or to the left?
It's curving to the right.
And if I turn to the right then and I look at the next one, does that one curve to the right? Do they all curve to the right by the looks of it?
No. Some of them curve right, some curve left.
Some curve up, some curve down.
So this one curves to the right. I will start walking down the path and just say, you guys stay there, I'll be right back.
Well, looks like Zim's going with you.
I was going as far as that I could still see the sundial, and then I would tell Spot, continue until you can't see me, or until just about you can't see me, and then let's reassess.
Okay.
Doing a visual human chain.
Mm-hmm.
So, got it.
So whatever the distance is to see, I would go that far as long as I still see the sundial, and then Spot would choose to continue or not, depending on his desires. But I would
I'll
stand.
do what you
I would
said.
stand
I'll go
still.
as far until I see you and see what I see.
Yep. So it
Why-
curves
why not?
around, and then it's going to
I see.
curves around to the right, and then it's going to curve left after another 15 feet beyond Zim. You're going to lose sight of him. And it
So I
continues
go,
to curve
it's
around.
curving back to the right now, or left, because we curved right to begin with.
Yep.
I shout back to you. You want me to go? You're muted.
Do we want to do the same exercise down every one of these, or continue on this one?
Do you have a 50-foot rope?
I do.
Just an idea.
I mean, the human chain idea is not a bad one. Then at least, although we're split, the upside is you being Spot, you have fast runs, so you could run away, regardless if anything attacks.
That's very true.
Human chain, we got 15.
As long
rope,
as
we
Luna
got
doesn't turn
50.
into a centipede.
Again, if I'm running around the maze as fast as I can, I'll get through it way faster than you guys until you guys the right way.
I'd turn into a millipede.
Yeah, you'll get nowhere fast. So
I'm streetwise. I gotta, I memorize paths and streets and mazes and things like this to get around.
any chance we can see the path that he went, or is that unknowable or just fog of war?
Do you want me to come back and take your rope and keep walking? Because
Yeah,
we're only 15 feet apart, I guess.
Yep.
So,
I'll pull out a rope and say, why don't we
Okay.
try going? Yeah.
so I'll take his rope while he stays in view of the sundial, and then I will walk until the rope gets taut.
Okay. You walk out of sight of Zim and Spot.
By the way, I do still keep my eye. I do not go away from the sundial.
Yep, absolutely. And Zim, you're watching Spot. He goes around the corner to the left, and at the instant he's out of sight of you, you see that end of the rope fall to the ground. And Spot, you feel the rope go slack, and you turn, and right behind, like the rope has just sheared in half.
Okay.
And you're holding a small little piece of rope. And Zen, you're holding the rest of it.
I do say out loud, danger. We have a broken rope. Not sure what happened. Spot is down there. Do you wish me to rush in or not?
I
say
try
that to
my
the group.
ear thingy, and I go, "Can you guys hear me?"
And you say that, and there's no response, and the rest of you do not hear him say anything.
If I look back the way I came, what does it look like?
You turn back and you go look back around, and the maze looks completely different than what you just remembered it being. It's still just the same. And now you look back. You expected it to turn to the right,
Wow.
and it immediately curves back to the left.
Wow. Right.
Okay. I will memorize the lefts and rights as I walk through and continue straight.
Okay. I need you to. Whoops, I need to change the map that I'm on here. One sec.
And I will take a piece of paper out of my bag and write it down, like left 15 feet, right 20 feet, whatever it is as I make my choices.
Okay. I need you to. Let's see. Roll me a d6, please.
4.
Okay. Oh, nice. Let me just move this here. So, Spot, you continue to walk along, tracking where you're going. And I need to really pull this out. One sec here. Right, that one, yes. So, you find yourself, and if you go straight down on the map, you'll see where I put your token.
Yep.
You come to a placid pond that fills the center of an open space, and a stout pagoda rises from a huge boulder that stands in the water like an island. An arched bridge crosses the water to the pagoda, whose red roof is held up by 6 sturdy pillars and capped with carved fish. A human male wearing yellow silk robes embroidered with red and gold fish stands in the pagoda, and you hear exotic music being played on a stringed instrument. And as you walk into view, the robed figure turns and bows to you, and then
I bow
walks
back
to the center and sits down on a boulder in the center of the pagoda.
I wave. Does he make any other motion towards me?
He nods to you, and looks like he's just waiting for you to join him.
So he doesn't make any kind of thing to say, come sit or anything?
Nope.
Can I do a perception check to see if this is real?
Sure.
It is absolutely real. I will walk up and go sit down next to him.
He
You'll give him all your
begins
money.
brewing some tea. So he has a pot. So out of the ground there is so he pours clear water from a clay jug into a kettle that is sitting in a bed of coals, and adds some tea leaves. And he bows to the kettle, showing great reverence to the vessel, and lowers his head in meditation. And then soon steam begins to rise from the kettle.
I will cross my legs and go into my meditation mode too with him when he does that, until he says something to bring me out of it.
Oh, and the other thing that you noted is while he was doing this, the kettle wasn't there when you walked up. As he grabbed the water, the kettle rose out of the ground from underneath the coals. So I'm sorry, and you're just watching?
I went into meditation that I do every morning anyways, as he went into his meditation to just sit there, and so I closed my eyes and put my hands up, have my legs crossed, sitting there with him until he says something to make me open my eyes. Otherwise, I will stay that way as in meditation at least for a while.
Okay. We're going to come back to you.
That's fine.
All right, everyone. What's everyone else doing?
You come back to me when my head's gone.
All right. Well, that
Eaten.
Going backwards in time, I did say out loud to the team, the rope has been cut. He is no longer there. What do you want to do?
Has it been cut or was it severed?
Whatever.
Pull the rope in, you'll see it's severed.
There's a big
Whatever.
difference.
Whatever.
Is it frayed or not frayed?
What if it is scared?
I'm not afraid at all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you petrified?
Yes. Oh my.
You know, Alamir just wants to like go down another aisle and just go, "Hey, let's see what's down here."
No.
We lost him. On to the next.
We have enough people that everybody kind of take a direction. I'll go one direction. We go one direction.
Yeah, we can all just split up. I mean, that's always done well for us.
Or, to be fair, do we go after and try to track the person down who is by far the fastest person we have in the group? Probably going to run way past everything, and who knows, may come back to the sundown and be like, where the heck did they all go? Remember, we don't know exactly what happened.
Isn't this like a lost kid in a department store? You just stay where you're at and hope they come back.
No, you got to lock all the doors. Come on.
That's kind of the question I'm having, though, is what do you want to do with this? Do we really want to go searching for somebody and actually potentially get more lost with people? Or do we want to go ahead and just...
So wait for a specific period of time, and if after an hour or two he doesn't come back, then we go searching?
Do you guys try to contact me through the ear?
Yeah, we can go through the ear.
Can you talk to each other through the ear while you're standing there?
Yeah, does it work?
Do you try to contact us through the ear?
He did.
Can somebody try a scry?
Somebody
we
wasn't
don't know if he
listening when I tried. But you guys don't know I tried, correct?
Can Alamir scry? See where he's at?
Oh, he cries a lot.
I cry all the time, and no, it wasn't my spell. The scry was wasn't me. It was the Tower of Wizard people who said, yeah, we couldn't get through anything.
Okay, so does when we try our
message center?
Yeah, our message center, does it work for between us,
Yes,
local
it does.
around this? Okay.
Yep. You just don't get any response from Spot.
Okay, so Japanese gardens,
Do
German.
Do you have anything that can get through, like if they're on different planes?
Yeah, there is a spell. Let me see if I have it. That you can talk to through planes, even. Was it message that can do that?
I do have a way to know if he's within a certain distance of us.
Let me look.
No. Message is distance, like close
sending.
Distance, like a sending, and sending is also same plane of existence. Oh no, and even other planes of existence.
No. You can send to other planes of existence.
You are right, but there's a 5% chance that it won't.
The message doesn't arrive, right? You got a 95% chance that it will arrive, but now I have to actually, memorize that spell. So.
And you didn't. So, okay. So that's for tomorrow. Should we need to look for him tomorrow?
We'll give him 24 hours, see if he shows back up. Technically, it's a third, so it'll take 3 hours. No, it's within my thing, so 40, half of that's an hour and a half.
Do you have Lehman's hut?
Yes, I do.
Because I was thinking, what if we Lehman's hut here, take the rest, hang out here, right by the sundial.
And when he comes out, it goes poof, and runs into it?
Well, I mean, but it's programmed, so to speak, that he's allowed in, right?
Yeah, it is. He is.
I mean, just an idea.
No, I'm totally it's a free spell, so doesn't cost me anything, and it lasts 8 hours.
Because I think I agree with. I think Jinx is the one. I forget who said it, but running around probably isn't the best move.
As far as what we know, mind you, that's just not based off of I think it's just if we move, we're just gonna we could screw things up worse.
Mm-hmm. He's always running off, getting lost. I mean, come on.
Always dying.
Get lost.
He's always dying
On purpose.
I'm not sure it matters all that much, but just to clarify, only
creatures
to get away from within
the
dome when you cast it can move freely in and out.
Okay, and the other thing is, technically, if we do lose him, that's only 25. That's what 12.5% of our party that's gone. I mean, technically, that's still a passing grade.
That's even that much.
It's an acceptable.
Just trying
loss.
to teach you to learn to live without the monk.
He's been trying to get rid of the monk for days.
You can be monk free.
You know, we could just send Hef. He's the next puppet.
Well, he put his red shirt on today. Yes, he did. So
Hef always
Ready
has
to go,
a red
Hef?
shirt
Go.
on.
my proposal is Liamans. We wait.
Okay, then we pop a Liamans, and it doesn't hurt anybody.
That works for me.
Awesome.
I mean, you did say we spent the whole day coming here, so you know it is time for another long rest.
Yep.
And
then you could reload your spell or the one that you need.
Yeah, but now do I want to get rid of Fireball, Dispel Magic, or Counterspell? Yeah, that's the exchange right there. That's the exchange program.
Detect magic?
Which one? Dispel Magic.
Dispel? Okay. Yeah.
No, technically I can. I don't. No. I can get rid of it. I got it. Don't worry. I've got. Boy, do I have this. But it's definitely gonna. It's gone. I got it. All right. We're there. We got this. It's been prepared. Okay.
That was
All right.
a pretty convincing argument. I did a good job.
There you go.
You did. You made me get rid of. I got rid of a first level spell that I don't need. So it's all good. We don't need it. If we need it later, I'll never say I had it. Okay.
Got it. Nothing there to see.
Exactly. These aren't the droids you were looking for.
All right. So there's Lehman's hut. You can spend
Yep.
hang out some time there. So let's go back to Spot.
Then I'm going in Liam's. I'm in, and I'm busy working on my spells. Okay.
All right. So Spot, as you're sitting there meditating, and the tea leaves are continuing to steam, and you begin to hear a noise, like earth moving, like somebody pushing a lot of earth around, or like a stone coming up from the earth. And you open your eyes, and you see a wall of stone rising up and encasing the pagoda. Around the sides and above the roof, the entire pagoda is encased in stone.
How fast is it?
It's like a spell, so it just happens within seconds.
So no reaction time to try to pour parquet off the walls and jump out quick before it seals up?
No, it's already up,
okay,
covering the walls. You maybe if you were able to shoot through the center, but that would have to be, that's just not really possible. Fine. And then you watch this monk in front of you, this man, sink into the boulder that he's sitting on. He just begins to just sink down into the ground until he disappears. And then that also, both of these things happen simultaneously. And so the next thing you know, you are sitting alone in a pagoda, with totally encased in stone, all alone, with this tea kettle having smoke come out and begins to fill the air in the pagoda. It smells a little acrid, it's both sweet and acrid, and it kind of tickles your nostrils, and you recognize that it is a poison of some type. Now,
I breathe deeply.
Yeah,
because I'm immune to poison.
You use your training to modify your body's chemistry, and it's not affecting you, but you know that you've been trapped in here with a room filling with poison.
Yep.
Faking death right now.
I go back into meditation, knowing that I can't really do anything right now, and try to wait it out to see if it fills and eventually goes away.
Oh.
Barry, we can hear all your whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it just continues to fill, and you are just sitting there in the middle of this dense smoke. There's just the tea kettle and the fire and the coals and the little bit of fire that it's sitting on that's heating it up. And you.
I will, if it continues to fill and it after 3-4 minutes it doesn't start to dissipate or change or anything, I'm assuming it will consume the air that's in there and I won't be able to breathe though. Yes,
Not
no?
necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily, right? Is his ruling though?
So you just gave an idea more than anything else.
I don't. That's why I'm waiting for an answer. I'm waiting
I'm
for
sorry.
the DM
I'm
to
sorry.
tell me
Ask
yes
the
or no.
question again. My bad.
I said, is the poisonous gas consuming the air in there eventually, where the air will go away and I won't be able to breathe?
No, it's not. It does not
Okay.
seem to be reducing the amount of air that you have.
I will
And after a few
continue
moments,
to wait.
as you evaluate this, all of a sudden the wall of stone begins to recede, and it goes back into the earth and disappears, and the smoke goes wafting out, and you hear a disembodied voice say, "You have strange constitution. You may go."
I slowly stand up, bow to nothing, or the tea kettle or whatever, and I will walk down around and out the other way because I'm assuming that's the way I want to go.
And
continue on.
And as you walk out and down, and you're winding around, and it winds around a path, and after about a little over not about 45 to 50 seconds of walking, you find yourself back in the sundial.
Okay. So I note which paths I took, what the pagoda was, and what happened, and then my path back. And as I get back to the sundial, I walk in and I go, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
And you realize
that way is not the right way, I don't think.
and the upper left corner, that is the path that you come back in on.
Okay. So down led to here.
And
glad you didn't die.
Did I have it? I didn't have any other choices in my path. It just was the winding path to that room and then a winding path back.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That is what happened.
So that's kind of what I tell you guys. So down winding path to a pagoda on a rock, and I sat with some weird dude that melted into the stone. It encased me, tried to poison me. I kind of laughed inside a little bit and just sat there, and then eventually it went away and I walked out.
You would have been dead if it wasn't for your immunity, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Unless you can really hold your breath, because it was probably a good 5 minutes.
So not a friend at a minimum.
Yeah.
Or a test.
Or a test, yeah.
All right. So with that little bit of information, we are going to end for the evening, and we will pick back up here in the maze.
See, guys, me running off doesn't always mean I'm going to die or do something stupid. I'm just finding paths that don't work.
There we go. All right. Thank you,
Going
gentlemen.
in Lehman's Hut,
always.
did we get a short or long rest?
Hold on just a sec. So thanks everyone. Thanks everyone watching us. And until next time, may your life be filled with peace, joy, and love. Good night, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Celebrate.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas. Everyone's celebrating.
Are we playing next Monday? I'm assuming.